Hey guys, how's it going? I hope you're doing good. All right, so this week for this collective, I've received some messages about the fact that it's time to start looking inwards. The way forward is inwards. This is about looking at some spaces in yourself that need some healing, and that probably did for a long time, but you always kind of managed without doing that, and it served you well for a long time, but then now they are crying for attention. So we're gonna bring awareness in those spaces, so that we can accept everything that we are and see who we really are. Always in trying to be the most authentic version of ourselves. Sneaky. That came out yesterday. Oh my god. With the TikTok reading. Sneaky. This is trying to escape, get out of a situation. Sometimes the places where we lie to ourselves, we're gonna be fine, it's all good, denial, or escapism, or just not being totally honest with yourself. We all do it. I get it. I am part of this collective too. And the great crumble. So this to me is the tower. And this is about letting go of some beliefs that are not helping you, and maybe you feel stuck. You felt stuck. But you're not. You're exactly where you're supposed to be. And all we need to do is bring awareness, healing, love to those places. I was doing some healing work yesterday on myself. Because I feel like I have to learn to manage my emotions in stressful situations. And a lot came out. And I was kind of surprised because I've been trying to do this for a long time, but I guess I was ready to do it. And I realized that I don't always advocate for myself in society, or I feel sometimes that I'm like, I feel persecuted, or I feel like I'm not being respected, or being a musician, I'm not being always like not rewarded, but paid a fair wage, and all that stuff. And that's been creating some stress and anger inside of me. And whatever places where you have that kind of realization, like I've realized that it was that made me feel like I had to always defend myself in more intimate, personal situations. So that came through. So, and that's, I mean, if you're part of this collective, you might realize that's part of the healing that needs to take place. And it's so special because I could feel where the tension was in my body. And I think it was around either my liver or some of like between the plexus and the sacral. So we're gonna see what comes out for this beautiful collective. Also, be aware of what comes into your dreams if you do that healing, because we do meet in the liminal spaces, the spaces where we're learning, our spirit is learning. I don't know if you've had any, if you're here probably, but if you've had any dreams about old buildings that you go back to. I've had dreams about an old university that I go back to once in a while. Or about like malls. I've had dreams like that. I always go back to the same mall, the same food court. It's so weird. But these are the places where we go back to learn because of the energy, where we resonate with the energy. Sometimes it just tells us, because it could be like a situation you go back to, like where you're really stressed in your dreams, or you're afraid of something, and you go back there. So it just tells you like what needs healing, really. So stay aware of your dreams. All right, because these are synchronicities that really are the little signs, the breadcrumbs that we follow, so that we can bring awareness and healing and love. Okay, good. Okay, I enjoy my creativity. Cool, love it. Let me put that on the side. I'm centered and balanced. Yes, I'm feeling like the way through to your heart could be creativity, you know? Steady growth. Steady growth. We keep learning, we keep moving, keep swimming, we keep swimming. I did feel extremely overwhelmed in the last few days, and I actually allowed myself to go for a long drive, go to the country, have some fresh air, and I feel back to my center again. I enjoy my creativity. We got new ideas here. Ooh, death reversed. Look at that. Transformation. Centered and balanced. Ace of Cups. In the present. I love it. And the star. We're talking about bringing some healing through creativity. The star is all this. The star is such an amazing, it's like a symbol of many different frequencies and energies, emotional energies. So there's like this healing energy, this hope, this creativity, and it's all encompassed in one symbol, which is the star. Oh my God, I just wrote like lyrics for a song that talks about stars, and it's all fits together beautifully. So why are these energies here? Death, transformation. So there is the end of something. We were talking about leaving something behind, letting the old belief systems that you need to always prove your worth, or could be that it's never gonna work, you know, that these it's also like part of like managing emotions, but like these big statements of like it's never or it's always, or you know, that tells me that there's some healing that's needed, you know, because we know how to come back to our center, and it's always self-care and, you know, healing, and once we do that, center yourself, here comes the hope and the potential. We uncovered new ways of being creative and healing. So yes, so death reverse for me is that fear in the past of change, that fear of this renewal of energy, because maybe some things need to die, you know, to be reborn. Ace of Cups, like we said, I love it because there's like this big heart in the center. So you feel rejuvenated maybe right now. And steady growth, the star. It's about cultivating hope, and that you can't cultivate hope for, you know, long-term, like for a long-term vision if if you're tired, if you're sad, if you need healing, you know. Okay. Interesting. We have, wait, let me, Devil. Ace of Swords. All right. Confusion. Okay. Eight of Swords reversed. To me, we are doing the work of taking back our power. So again, looking inwards, understanding that if we're overwhelmed by the outside, it's because we're not centered, right? So we center ourselves, and that's where the power is. It's not in controlling the outside. So Eight of Swords reversed. And we have the Devil. Again, I'm thinking fear. I'm thinking these attachments of like things we've all done. Wait, I can't say it. Things we have always done the same way. And thinking there's no other way, you know? Negativity or control, fear, you know, overworking yourself or feeling attached, like there's no solution. That has come up in the past. Could be the addiction cycles, could be codependency, could be in a relationship too, you know, feeling like things are never gonna change, you know. And when we come to the present moment, we replenish our heart, our cup, and there's 5 of Wands straight in the middle. So this is about feeling the competition, the comparison. So this could be loud right now. The struggle. There's a struggle. And it's maybe because we don't have clarity of mind right now. So there's a lot about throat chakra too these last days. I feel like my entire family is like coughing like crazy. Something about not living your truth. So we did talk about sneaky. Could have a little cigarette on the side or whatever it is. It's not the thing itself. I think it's more like, is it authentic for you? And how do you feel about it? That's more of that. So there's some things that needs to be cut because they're bringing confusion as to where to go. Again, the answer is inside. So I think there's a need for connection. There's a ton of, I'm feeling like you're getting like conflicting information maybe, or you feel like that's what it is, but really it's because there's a lot of choices that you can make. So keep healing, keep listening, because look at that momentum. You're getting back on track. This is having, you know, the wind in your back, pushing you forward. Things get easier. So we get out of the struggle. So there is like here conflicting, could be like conflicting beliefs, conflicting things that we feel solicited, like our attention is there's demand for our attention, like different things. Interesting, because some of them have masks on. And again, it's like, we don't see the way forward right now because we have like, it's almost like yeah, conflicting information, conflicting desires. But Seven of Cups is here to tell us there's a lot of option, and that's a good thing. Tower. Oh wait, I'm gonna switch it up. I hope you're doing good. Thank you for being here. All right, messages. What are the conflicting information here? Informations. Oh. Look at that. In the past, like the near past, we couldn't make a decision. And this is the card. It came up so many times this week. Not making a decision is making a decision. It's like you've decided to get out of the conflict kind of energy, conflictual. You really decided no more of that. It's almost like there's drama that we left behind. We're ready. Crossroads. There's help. So, and also it's not about listening to what others think is good for us, but really, truly being your own independent person. Emperor. There's like a lack of stability, maybe. And that brings up some anxieties. So it's almost like it says like leave the places where you feel conflicted. Like leave that sense of like struggle. It's gonna be hard. It doesn't have to be. Just go towards things that flow easily. It can be like a grieving process to say like, I'm leaving the feeling of things needing to be hard. You know? Or the devil just jumped out. Yes, that's what it's about. Confirming there's expansion coming. Like, I'll give you an example. Like, I need to look for a job, and I was thinking, well, I don't want to, go back to being a barista again. But then there's like this cafe next to our place that's really super sweet, and I like the people there, and it's 2-minute walk from my home. Yeah, it probably doesn't pay a lot, but like it's very convenient and easy. And then I started thinking, well, I can do maybe tarot there, and then and all those doors kind of opened up. And it wasn't because it's the only right option. It's just that you make a decision and you go forward, and then other things just come up. So I think that's what we're being shown here. It's like faith that things will happen anyway. There's, it's the mindset that needs attuning, Yeah. Changing this mindset of lack and or deserving better or not feeling deserving. Like feeling that one job is not as good as as important as another, or, whatever. This is that lack mentality, and we're changing that. I love it. It's becoming clearer. So go with the easy option, and other things will come up. And this is also a card that says when it rains, it pours. And it's really like momentum, you know? We're building momentum and trust. That's the intuition. You'll know what to do. Listen to your intuition. Again, there's like the Pope that wants to come and say hi. It says it's gonna, you know, give you structure. There's faith. There's discipline in there. There's like this wisdom. It's almost like you're transforming. Let's say like you're doing something you didn't want to do or didn't feel like you should be doing or whatever. Like you're transforming that into wisdom. This is literally like, this is pain. Wisdom. Interesting. All right. What else? I want some signs, activation, synchronicities, validation. When you doubt, go inside and trust the answers that come up. And when you're ready, it'll feel right, you know, like integrated. Net. Oh, I love this so much. Net makes me think of support. Use your network. I love that. And this makes so much sense with the example I was giving. Like, it's like building a community kind of, you know? So you use the people, not use the people, but like the opportunities are there. Like, you know, people are there to support you. So use it. Let me check. Let me check. Just a second. I'm gonna get my... All right. Sorry about that. I was getting my little book. There's always some pearls of wisdom in here. Net. Interconnectedness, devotion, support, community. And the downside of that is entanglement, surrender, flawed structures. Net is an invitation to lean heavily against the people that make us feel secure and connected. Net reminds us that in times of great shifts, risk, or sorrow, the people we have forged bonds with will be there to catch us when or if we fall. The relationships we build over time in our life weave together to form a net of support, and now is the time to utilize it. Net suggests a need for community and urges you to put effort into the community you consider yourself a part of. In my example, it's not only like a job, like it's probably doesn't pay well and whatever, but it's the fact that I'm creating a bond with this community, you know, and I think that resonates with me a lot. Net also reminds us that in order to cultivate devoted relationships, we must give as much as we receive. It's a reminder of the work it takes to form lasting bonds, but highlights the necessity of putting in the effort. If we offer ourselves up as a safety net for those we love, we can trust that they will be there for us in the same way if we ever need it. Net also asks us to assess our connections and be sure that none of them are frayed or constricting. The powerful weaving of the net can only be done with full autonomy from all people involved. So be wary of coercion and entrapment when you choose to tie yourself to someone else. Yes. How does it feel when you connect to someone? Does it feel like you're gonna be stuck in it? You know, it's about boundaries too. Holding others. I like that a lot. Let's see. Work your light oracle card. Let's see if we have other messages about that. Because that struggle is also coming, that sense of struggle, it's from a place of lack, right? But it's also like, that place of lack is like, there's fear and there's competition that comes from that. So instead of that, we let go of that and we embrace the support of the community. Warrior woman, have you answered your deepest calling? Don't forget to be... This is really like about being authentic, right? And we are cutting this sense of lack or bringing awareness to that and healing. Maybe, I mean, this is about courage. The courage to step up. And to really answer your calling. 56. Let's see. You are here for a reason. You're being called to bravely pave a path. Have you answered your highest and deepest calling? Living a heart and soul-led life is not all fluffy and smooth sailing. Living a heart and soul-led life requires courage to triumph over fear. Again, it's that fear isn't authentic. We are using courage to triumph over fear. So often our fears are the gatekeepers to our greatest gifts. Oh, I like that. I mean, I don't like that, but I understand it. I resonate with it. It keeps us away from our greatest gifts. And the more resistance we have toward answering a call, the more important it is for our soul's growth. Sometimes fear is an indication that we are facing the right way. Joan of Arc was known for her courage and her famous line, "I'm not afraid, I was born to do this." But the thing about courage is that it is not possible without fear. So if you are feeling afraid, what is needed is courage. And courage comes from living from the heart. Think of your fears as opportunities to expand rather than things that are holding you hostage. Yes. Again, finding the power. Seeing everything as an opportunity to grow. And it's hard sometimes because it takes a bit of time to integrate some lessons and you feel stuck sometimes. You feel like you're not going nowhere. But the thing is, you're already where you're supposed to be. And it's that feeling of lack, of fear, that makes you, that lies to you. Think of your fears. If you look at your fears in this light, then as uncomfortable as it might feel, it's actually a sign that you're on the right track. Yeah. When it feels like a struggle, you're exactly where you need to be because healing needs to be happening and awareness and love. So that's where you want to be. Love it. All right. Well, my lovelies, I hope you're going to have a great day and take care of yourselves. And I'll see you in the next one.